People are slack, but forgetting is increasingly greedy, devouring our memory bit by bit, mercilessly. This is a line from the book 100 Years of Solitude, and I think it depicted people's susceptibility to forgetting. We suffer from amnesia a lot. Things that we held dear once very badly could be forgotten in a blink of an eye. And I think it reminds me of a thing that happened to me several days ago. A friend of mine, very good friend of mine, sent me a message sharing with me his experience in reading a book in which the author talked about her experience in deleting friends on social media. It's like she looked at one name on the friend list, thinking about, why did I know this guy? Who's that? And he thought about, oh, this is one of my alumni back in senior high. We make some plans to have a trip together, but for some reasons we didn't make that. Oh, I have to delete this guy because we don't have any connection anymore. What about this guy? Oh, a very beautiful girl I know in a party, but after that there's nothing there. Okay, delete. And at the end of the day, she discovered that she could delete more than 10 friends in a row without any hesitation whatsoever. It's like their existence to her is nothing more than a bubble. And I think it could be somehow resonated by me, and I think to you as well, that the more we experience, the more we forget. And we are also, in the process of our remembering, we are also forgotten by more people. And at the end of the day, maybe we can find that our existence will be nothing more than 2 bubbles in another people's phone. It's quite terrifying, isn't it? And what's even worse than that, maybe several months from now, it's not even 2 syllables. Maybe it's just some ash lying quietly, aimlessly in the ashtray, and that's that. So, in that sense, I think our attempt to build connection with the external might be nothing more than attempt to making bubbles that at first glance are so beautiful, but at the end of the day so futile and useless. I think one of the reasons for that is because we suffer from amnesia. We're so prone to forget. But it also gave me an epiphany that I want to share with you. Maybe there isn't one thing in this entire universe that we are all in, with the possible exception of our own feelings and experience. So with that being said, if we lose something in the process of our lives because of our intimidation, the price we take should be taken on our own, right? So why not be a bit braver and a bit bolder? Though the bubble is somehow fragile, but it will exist for one single moment, and that will be just as enough, because we human beings are entitled in every sense to chase something so beautiful, even though it's so fragile. And I think that's an epiphany I got from this. And another thing that I want to talk to you about is maybe this sort of amnesia could be manifested on a societal context, meaning that a society, a nation, an ethnicity might suffer from forgetting as well, because when they are trying to expose themselves to their messy wounds in the past, it's so terrible that they don't want to, face it straight away, so they choose to, forget and move on. And maybe they need to, remember those things in the past and to learn something from those past experiences, thereby moving to a positive direction. But when to forget and when to remember could be a tricky issue for a nation, for a society. And I think this is a question to which my ignorance is total. So I leave this question to you, and I think we can have some reasonable discussion about that. Thank you. See you next time.